my busy lifestyle, not be able to talk to my man for at least 3 years, dude. This is fucked up.
That's 3 years.
Gotta
At
reach
least
out
two,
to people.
3 years, bro. It might even be longer, to be honest with you, bro.
We live.
Hear this. Unleash, baby.
But yeah, lucky I can't sing.
We lucky you can't sing. The audience is happy you're not gonna try.
What's up, Unleash? How y'all doing today? It's my girl Michelle Blackwell. If y'all haven't got her CD yet, y'all need to do that ASAP. Little homegrown talent, Washington D.C. zone, Michelle Blackwell.
Very smooth, isn't it?
Shout out to Miss Jones. She put me on Michelle Blackwell. I had no idea.
Oh yeah, HR be playing her on a daily basis.
Hey, Mr. Producer, can we increase Miss Jones' mic, please?
Can't hear me?
Barely.
Oh,
How y'all doing? Facebook, Instagram, Roku, Amazon Live. I think that's all the ones that broadcast the show. How y'all doing today? It's coming back to be the usual crew. Mr. Roman Crispin, Miss Jones, and yours truly. Coming today on some little bit of somber news. Somber news is one of them days COVID is showing its ugly face again. I had the misfortune of getting a phone call this morning, early in the morning. Told me that a good friend of mine had died from COVID yesterday. So kind of shook me to my core. That's my dude. So shout out to Chris Gibson, Big Gib as we like to be known. So many of my Facebook friends know Big Gib. So if you know Big Chris, send a shout out to his family, his kids. Kids got 5 kids. Man, just got a house in just got lit.
Nah, he has a house in Florida for a while.
Yeah. Man, I shook me like a cord. Me and Roman both knew him, so it's kind of hard. Then I had the misfortune as well. I got a call at 1 o'clock in the afternoon from another partner of mine in New Orleans. Told me that my man Jamal Cummings, New Orleans, also died of COVID. Man, COVID is taking numbers out here. You hear me? So if you haven't gotten vaccinated, I'm gonna try to urge you to. I understand the reasons why some of you might haven't gotten COVID. I think Miss Jones has said something early in her Facebook post about how her job has gotten COVID. That's still going on?
yeah. They people come to work knowing that they sick, and they they don't tell nobody.
Like, wait a minute, they're sick and don't tell nobody?
Yeah. Then you know you sick and you working shifts.
Oh, wow.
And then you wait till, after you get your paycheck, you get, the hours in, then you decide, oh, let me call and just say, yeah, I got a test results back from a COVID test saying that I'm tested positive. But my thing is, when you took the test, that's when the phone call should have been made. So by then, you expose everybody on the shift.
Yeah,
That's
guys.
crazy.
Look.
And that just happened yesterday.
Yeah, this is a pandemic, guys. I mean, I was exposed to COVID because my little girl had gotten it. And we were having a big event at Celebration. I had a colleague of mine who was retired.
Your littlest one?
My youngest, 16 years old.
I
Bro.
didn't know that.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
she had COVID, bro.
Mm.
And there was a colleague of mine, a real good friend of mine too. She was retiring, and they were having a big thing for her. Well, not a big thing, just basically a dinner. Yeah. And I told everybody, hey, look, I've been exposed. I tested, and when my test result was negative, but I want to provide, be fully transparent with my colleagues because that's the right thing to do. So it's not cool for somebody, if you're sick, don't go to work, bro.
Thank you.
Does that count against you? I don't work in corporate America, so how's it like the?
Yeah,
I mean, do you get sick days? I'm sure you get sick days. But
You get sick days, but the way that was done, I don't know if that's going to be an HR type of thing now because you the timing that you told us, and then you knew you wasn't feeling well, and you still came to work. That's to be questioned.
so they not looking at it as a good thing. Like she come to work regardless.
Exactly. No,
Okay.
that's not a good thing.
what
Not with this pandemic like this.
Exactly.
Nah.
What HR and managers should do is they need to revise their attendance policies.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be so punitive if people are not feeling well, because
can-
I mean, it's life and death
right.
at this point, right,
Yeah, but
Ms. Jones?
right, but can I say one more thing?
Go ahead, go ahead.
This happened yesterday. This just make me realize and see why President Biden wants the government workers to go get their vaccine. I see that.
Does he have the power to make say all government workers
Yes.
have to get?
Yeah,
the-
he has the
so
power for the
that power?
government. Yes, but I understand it coming from a healthcare
Right.
worker because there's a lot of doctors and nurses that's not vaccinated. But just what happened yesterday, you coming to work, you exposing people. It just I don't understand that.
Get vaccinated, guys. If y'all haven't been, it's saving your life. It's not worth the risk not being vaccinated. See, you mentioned that you lost a second partner,
I
man.
know.
Yeah, Jamal, my man, Jamal, man.
How this happened? I mean,
Jamal, I haven't seen Jamal in probably like 5-7 years since the last time I went to Mardi Gras. But me and his cousin's one of my best friends. But I have a story about Jamal. If you give me a minute.
go ahead.
Jamal was a funny character. I remember we was in college. I went to Dillard University, for those that didn't know, in New Orleans, at HBCU. Shout out to everybody from Dillard University in the house. Shout out to New Orleans. And Mr. Jones, I'm gonna do my best to get you to New Orleans quickly.
New Orleans. Go ahead.
And so we was riding in the car. It was a regular old day. It was four of us: me, my man Derek, Desmond, and Jamal. I'm in the back seat. Jamal's in the back seat with me, and Derek is driving. And the police pulls us over. It's like D.C., so the police pull us over. What's funny about the situation, we hadn't even pulled over to the side. As soon as the lights went on, Jamal in the back seat like this.
Raising his hands up in the air.
Right.
Surrender.
Right. So we looking at Jamal. What you doing, man? Put your hands there. Nah, bro. I'm not messing with New Orleans police like that, bro. My hands up in the air, son. If you want anything from, hey, there it is. So the driver is looking kind of, nervous or something, like he got something to hide. And so the cop comes to the door, rolls the window, asks for license registration, this and that, and get to talking. And do you have anything that you wish to declare or things of that nature? And, the driver, I'm not going to mention his name. He says, yeah, I have a license firearm, you know what I'm saying, to carry, you know what I'm saying? Let me see the firearm. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. He does not tell the policeman about the firearm. The police wants to do a search of the car. He lets them do the search of the car, which I wouldn't have done without a warrant, but he did it. And they go through the car and they find the gun. So he says, who's this belong to? No one said nothing. No one said. So cop said, we can do this two ways. You know what I'm saying? Tell me whose gun it is, and that person gets the charge, or tell me, don't tell me, and all four of you get the charge. So Jamal's still with his hand up, by the way. Jamal says, I ain't no snitch. But D, you better go ahead and tell him what's up. So Derek, my man D, had this look on his face like, oh my, you know what I'm saying? D didn't want to take that charge. I could tell. Right. D didn't want to take that charge. D took that charge, and the other guy, his name also starts with a D. I don't want to shout out his name, but he always known for having like weed or something on him. But that's what he's known. We knew he had something, so it was like they went to jail and they let me and Jamal say, "Oh, we cool." We was like 30 miles from home. He's like, y'all cool. Is it cool to let you out here? And we both say at the same time, oh yeah, we fine. I mean, we ain't had no ride home. This is the days we riding buses. You know what I'm saying? We didn't care as long as the day we didn't get locked up. So we left that and that was it. So Man, shout out to Jamal. Hey, man, Jamal's one of my all-time favorite people in New Orleans, man. I'm gonna miss you, bro. I'm gonna see you when you get there. I already know that you got having laughing already. This is one of them dudes that you see just start laughing automatically. You know what I'm saying?
Rare.
And
Did he leave anybody behind? I mean, I'm sure he did.
I'm
Family,
sure he
but
did.
Kids,
Like I said,
no kids or anything like that?
it's been years since I talked to him. I talked to
got
his
you.
cousin. His cousin's my dude, and I talked to him weekly, you know.
All
But
right.
I hadn't talked to which name. But they asked about me, like, what's up with C, bruh? How you doing out DC, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Jamal, one of them dudes that that accepted me as their own when I came to New Orleans. You know, say go to his mama's house and she cooking gumbo for you. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't even know it. Boy, you better eat that gumbo.
Love me some gumbo.
Yes.
Yeah, we all need to take a trip to New Orleans.
I think we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
try
are.
to. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that because I don't know, for those who haven't been to New Orleans. New Orleans is a great place to have fun. I mean, people come there all the time, but it's a cultural city. A lot of educational things. The architecture of the buildings is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot about Bourbon Street. It's not, but New Orleans is much bigger than Bourbon Street or Canal Street. You know what I'm saying? It's the food is the best food. I don't care how good your spouse or person cooks. I bet you that food in New Orleans will surpass it. I mean,
Wow.
oh, good. That's probably why I
There's a
got
lot of flavor down there.
Oh my God!
I've gone to New Orleans quite a few times. I have quite a few friends who are from there.
Matter of fact, you came down to my school. I remember that.
did. I stayed with some of my friends when I went to visit doing Mardi Gras.
Right.
Quite the experience, and the food, like you said, is amazing.
I remember that. Miss Jones Roman came down. You know, like I said, we've been friends for 50,000
I
years.
know.
He came to my school, and but I didn't. He came the first day, but he came out and y'all went to go eat out with your friends or something like that. And I never got to see Roman the rest of the
Crawfish.
trip.
You had to
Yeah.
So
suck
you
the head.
disappeared the first day?
Yeah, we were everywhere.
Did you suck the head?
Of course.
Oh, you got to
Oh,
suck
whoa,
the
whoa,
head.
whoa! You need to explain that what that
Yeah, the
means,
crawfish.
bruh.
The
I mean,
crawfish.
thank you. You saying that like it's
And the
Come
crawfish,
on,
you
bro,
got to
this-
suck the head. So the crawfish is it's a little we call them mud bugs, but
They're
you know,
like
it's-
bugs. I hate
but it's like a little mini lobster. And so you need to take the shell off and get this a little piece of meat. And the meat is sweet and juicy. It's
it's
real
in the
good.
tail. The
Right.
meat is in the tail.
But the flavor of the
It's in the
crawfish is in
head.
the head. So what you do is you bite the head with your two front teeth and go like that. Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
No, full disclosure, I had to actually get real tipsy because when you're sucking the head, you're sucking that well, it's not
Yeah,
an
you can't think
insect.
of what it is.
You're looking at it; it has tentacles sticking out.
That's the
You know,
flavor.
imagine a shrimp with his head on.
Yeah, yeah.
And most of the time when we serve shrimp, the
head is cut
the
off.
cut is cut off. But there's plenty of places that will serve you shrimp and the head is cut. I mean, it's still
But
on
I
there.
heard the same way about fish though.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
my-
I think
They leave the head on it.
Oh yeah,
It's
my
just
mom used to
fish.
make our fish with head on it, and it was once upon a time when I was younger,
say a
according
lot
to
of
mom,
flavor.
I used to eat the head.
it's a spot on Route 1, College Park. It's a little Jamaican restaurant over there.
And they
I had the jerk snapper with the head on. Oh my God! I was trying to get the cook's number. I was with a chicken. I'm trying to get the cook's number. Hey, she need to fix that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Oh my God, that food is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a foodie. For those that don't know, I'm a skinny little kid that loves to eat. I'm blessed with the ability not to get
You
gain
skinny?
a lot. I mean, I used to be skinnier. But
Okay, I'm like, dude. Okay.
whoa, fat boy. Anyway,
I've been drinking, but not that damn much. You gonna let that by?
I see you, Miss Powell. Thank you for your condolences. Nicole Powell. Shout out to Los Angeles, California. Shout out to Phoenix.
Weird now, LA.
No, she's a transplant from LA that lives in Phoenix. So working for
Still West Coast.
working for University of Phoenix.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
shout out
She's
to
a teacher.
I think she gets people to join. She's I forget the recruiter.
Got it.
Yeah. So shout out to
So
Nicole.
she must work on commission.
Yeah, I think she do. I don't know. I really don't know. I know.
Okay.
You know.
I mean, you work on commission
Yeah, I do. But commission is when you don't get paid by the
by the hour.
if you don't sell, you don't eat. And it's been many days right now. What I want to talk about in the future.
You must be
shows-
selling, bro, because you got a big belly.
Nah, man. You seen the people in Africa with big bellies? They be hungry. I'm the same way, dog. I would eat Barely, yeah.
You're selling a lot of houses. See?
No, don't tell me. I owe people money from the 80s still on
Oh, my
Facebook that's
bad.
going to call me, dog. For real, for real. What
My
is you
bad.
doing, dog? Roman always been that snitch. Hey, you know Carlton's here.
Here we go.
I'm like, why would you tell people I'm here? I'm not. Everybody don't like. See, for some reason, I don't understand. But, I mean, I think I'm a nice guy. You know what I'm saying?
You say you don't understand why people don't like you. Let
I got
let
some-
me count the ways.
I mean, I got some ways. I think Miss Jones said the other day. She said, "Carl, you got some narcissism in there," and I do. I agree. I got control that. I gotta stop that. I'm too sensitive on some stuff. Like my mother, for instance. I'm gonna keep this quick.
Who, Barbara?
Whoa. Whoa.
That's my babe.
We got a lot of Jones members on here. A lot of family members out here. You can't talk about the Jones clan. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she's a prophet.
No, she's Jones,
No, she's a prophet. She's still a prophet. She never changed her name, did she?
but she's original Jones.
Okay, but has she changed her name?
But it's a lot of Jones.
Has she changed her name?
No,
Okay, well then she's a prophet.
Man, yeah, this dude is right. Anyway, on today's show, we're talking about. So, it's my mom was talking about me and my sister have arguments like regular siblings. We beef a lot, and we beef a lot. Yeah, shout out to my sister Kelly Prophet.
Love Kelly.
Anyway, so
I think I might like Kelly more than you,
a lot of people do. A lot of people do.
and we know why.
I can't understand why.
Let me count the ways.
Nah, can you say bipolar? That's anyway. I ain't gonna
For you or for you?
But anyway, my mom was telling me, like, I need you and Kelly, because my father is sick, and I need you and Kelly to get everything together. Don't be beefing in public and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to go to a funeral like I just went to where the equivalent of the same as saying Kelly's up front greeting the guests and Carlton, you in the back. So she told me that. But I understand her point, but I took it sensitive. I was like, why Kelly got to be up front like she didn't do nothing wrong? You know what I'm saying? So I took it to that. Like, why I got to be, I mean, because as siblings, we had that sibling rivalry and that never ceases. You know what I'm saying? So it went over the head, blah, blah, blah. I was like, why would you pick that out of everything? Nobody's got time to be go. I mean, if you just said I was up front, I wouldn't have said anything. But so anybody on Facebook or Instagram can tell me how to change that or modify it so I don't be so sensitive to stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have a sister, so I don't know the answer to that. But I got 3 brothers, bro. We never fought like that. They just did what the hell I said, and it was good.
Hey, 10 years younger than you, bro.
Hey, whatever. Just like you did what I said. That's why we still cool.
Whatever.
As long as you continue to do what the hell I say, we gonna be good.
Roman used to have a water bed, and this dude had a water bed. He had 20 dudes on the water bed. I remember Roman coming. He wouldn't even be in the room. He come in there. Get on my water bed. Be 20 people on the water bed. Everybody, oh man. You know what I'm saying? That was I liked your water bed was tight. I like that.
Oh, I know. I know you would like that.
Anyway, so
let's get into this.
Go
man.
into talk to him, Roman.
Let's get into this. So we have been talking about a lot of stuff with regards to Unleash. When we originally launched, we talked about we were going to get to some very deep adult conversations. So
Saucy.
yeah. So we're going to start off with talking about just a relationship. All right. So let's talk about commitment in relationships. Why don't we start there?
Commitment in relationships.
Commitments.
Oh, if y'all need to call up, please call area code 480-200-9570. I'm going to get time for some people that might be a little slow, like Roman. Can't write that fast. I'm going to say it again. 480-200, that's 200-9570. Shout out to O for turning on the AC. Boy, they be freezing me in here.
Giddy up.
Yeah. So
All right.
go ahead with
so
your saying.
relationship. Is it a myth when you say happily ever after? How do we look at that statement? Right? Does that really exist?
That's a myth.
It's a myth.
Fake.
So can
False.
people really stay committed to just one person, specifically sexually, when they are, married or they found a partner for life?
Okay, I'm not a Bible scholar, so excuse me for not knowing this part.
Bible scholar.
I know my last name is Prophet. I know more than you, but at the same time, anyway. And so I wanted to know if you're supposed once you're married, you're supposed to stay with that one woman, no cheating, no nothing for till death you do your part. Correct?
Correct.
You took the vow twice, bro.
Whoa! This is not told about what Carlton has done twice and all like this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You could recite it. You've been married so many. I'm sorry. We're not gonna go. This is a different conversation.
Miss Crispin, I know a good divorce attorney if you ever need. You know what I'm saying?
You said Miss Crispin, like my wife doing voice to me. Are you talking about?
So I'm just curious. So it's I understand that we're not supposed to be going up this not, but for me it's always hard because I always men hunt. I've been chasing girls since I was 10 years old.
Dude, it's illegal to chase girls. You talking about women?
No, I'm not talking about trying to holler at somebody. Whether it was a woman, we started in third grade hollering at girls. We didn't holler at women off the top. Okay, so I'm just saying, we used to holler. So by the time you 20 and 25 years old, we've done that every day, 2-3 times a day or more. And since you used to hang with me, I'm sure you was there, although you used to hide in the car because I think you was scared of girls at one time. But,
I guess I was, yeah.
Anyway, so, I mean, that's a long time. I've been married, like I said, twice. But, whew.
So
It's a beautiful thing for those who can do it, though.
So okay, to stay committed to one person.
Yeah.
Forever.
It's a beautiful thing.
But is it realistic? Is that something, Ms. Jones? You're the only woman in here right now. So what says you? Is that a realistic proposition?
No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not.
Do tell.
It's not. I mean, it takes work. I think they need to say, instead of saying happily ever after, they need to say it comes with work, because there's no way impossible that, and I mean, from a man's perspective, I can't see from what I'm seeing as far as women and how women are, single women, and for a married man, I feel sorry for you guys.
Almost like, so you seem like the women are aggressive.
Very, very. They don't care if you're married. And that's the thing. So this marriage thing now, of everybody happily ever happy. Okay, yeah.
This marriage
yeah,
thing.
okay. But good luck.
I'm glad you said that.
Good luck.
I'm so glad you said that.
Good to the luck. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's to me, it's just like, I don't know.
No, speak. Come on.
It's the idea, of the women being aggressive. I don't think the women were as aggressive early on.
Before.
Right. Have you noticed that? I know you've been married for 40 years, Roman, but if you can remember before then, were the Roman were they as aggressive?
As they are today?
Yeah.
I
you
mean,
think they're more so?
No. I think you're probably right. I haven't.
Miss Jones, since you are the woman there, what are you saying? Have you noticed I don't know. I want to call you aggressive. Would you call your style aggressive, or would you do you talk to men? Meaning, like,
would you
make
approach
that first
a man
move?
first? Yeah.
No. I don't
fast.
approach. They always, I'm not trying to gloat or gloat or whatever, but they come to me. But I don't.
Have you ever? I'm just curious.
Not really.
Okay.
To be honest with you, now I think no.
Okay.
I mean, I might see somebody I like, but I'm not gonna just go walk and gonna get your number or who you take. No.
I like it when a female come on to me.
You do?
I
mean, I'll come on to you afterwards when we, make that eye exchange, and then you come to me and approach me. Then I'm gonna flirt back with
interested,
you, right?
yeah.
But me just physically like going up to you and see you at, something. Nah,
You're not doing that. Huh?
I ain't doing that.
Yeah. I took you for a millennial. You certainly not a millennial if you're not a.
She an old soul, I think.
Old soul, yeah.
Well, if you listen to her story, she said, your mom and dad and how they ran your household. That makes sense.
Yeah. They've been. They was married since they was 17.
But why are you so adamant that you cannot keep a committed relationship?
Because my dad was not faithful to a woman that he loved dearly, been together since they was 17.
Wow.
Did you look at that some type of way?
I looked at it like, and then after I seen him, then I seen other men that I know in the family or friends and friends of friends and my friends' fathers, and now I'm like, okay, you know what? This is what's going on. Actually, it's been going on back in the day. It's just that they covered it up better than they
Do
do
tell,
now.
do tell. What makes you say that? I'm not saying
No,
you're
no,
right.
no. I know, not me personally, just families back in the day, 70s, 60s. They had affairs. They had children out of wedlock, but they
Wait a
covered it up. But daddy was the uncle.
Oh,
You know what
wow.
I'm saying? And that's mostly, and I can speak for black families because that's all I know. Whereas nowadays, it's like, oh, you can just go ahead and be with somebody who's married and have a baby and do whatever. And it's like, it's the thing now. It's the side chicks. It's the labels now. It's like, it's, you know, that's how everybody's glorifying it now. Like, it's just,
So it's acceptable.
it's more, it's more open now. I wouldn't say acceptable. I'll say it's more open now. It's more open. Back in the day, it's more covered up. Everybody covered everything. You know, you didn't want, you know, my father ain't, I'm little. I'm thinking my father going to work at 8 o'clock at night. Daddy came home from work. Wait a minute, get in the shower, dress up, cologne on. I'm like,
Wow.
okay, where he going to work?
Daddy was a Rolling Stone.
Daddy was a Rolling Stone. So I mean, you know, hey, it is what it is.
We got some folks on Facebook saying, chiming in. Miss LaPrey said that's a myth. Shout out to Baltimore.
Wait a minute. It's a myth to
That's a
stay
myth of what?
committed.
Yeah, I think that's what she's saying. LaPrey, coming back, tell me if that's what you mean. Mr. Antonio Dula, Arizona House, says, don't ask about food and the dude.
Food,
Food and the
dude.
dude.
I have no
Okay.
idea what that
You
means.
got to explain that one,
I
bro.
don't know. Miss Nicole Powell says it's subjective. You know what I'm saying?
Subjective.
Yeah,
Okay.
subjective. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
But
Speak.
I just think it's a
Hold back.
like my grandparents were married for like 60 plus years. And so I've never seen them argue a day in their life, but I know they argue. I never saw it. They never did it in front of me, but I know my grandfather loved the hell out of my grandmother, and I couldn't even imagine. It would break my heart seeing my grandfather talk to another lady if he did. He never did, but not that I see him. I wasn't on with my grandfather every day, this and that. But were the men different in the
Man.
40s and 50s? Were they different?
To some degree, but they all the same.
They all the
relatively,
same.
right.
Thank you. It's the same.
Not all.
Not
though.
saying that, you know, daddy didn't love mom. They had nothing to do with the house was taken care of.
Right.
He was a provider. He made sure she didn't need for nothing. But was he faithful? No.
So, I'm sorry. You about to say something? Go ahead, sis.
LaPrey says no heavily ever after.
No, haven't. Has she ever been married?
LaPrey, you ever been married? I don't think Nicole is the second best. Excuse me. LaPrey is the second best realtor in the state of Maryland, behind myself. Not Baltimore. Shout out to LaPrey. I don't think LaPrey has ever been married.
Okay. So, all right. Yeah. LaPrey, you need to call in. I got a few questions for you. But anyway, we move. So,
LaPrey, you got my number. Call in, boo.
so, y'all don't believe a relationship can be fully committed.
You're married.
I know. I'm a committed
I
man.
wouldn't ask you, are you
Well,
married?
you are an example.
Right.
But is that the majority? No.
What was it?
Damn.
I'm just speaking the truth. Hey, it is what it is.
Well, what then really?
I
What
got
makes?
stories to tell.
Well,
so, hey,
what makes men?
Whoa.
And it's not just men. Okay, is that LaPrey?
That is LaPrey.
come on,
Please,
LaPrey.
LaPrey,
Let's
come
put
on.
LaPrey
please.
on here. Hold on, LaPrey, as I put you on here.
Should we change? Well, we should have changed
You
her
won't put me
name.
on blast, but okay.
Hey, look, we're joined today by Miss LaPrey Williams, Baltimore's finest. How are you doing, LaPrey?
I'm good in yourself.
I'm all right. I'm about to put you on with Mr. Roman Crispin. Please don't cuss him out. I know you probably want to and all that.
I will not.
Okay, and I'm also joined by Miss Jones, who seems to be on your side of the situation on this question. But talk to him, LaPrey.
Well, first of all, before,
Hey, how y'all doing today?
good.
Hey,
How are you doing? Before you start, what part of
I'm great.
Baltimore are you from? I used to work in Baltimore.
Oh my God, we going back. You worked in
Yeah,
Baltimore 30 years ago, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm not that old. How?
I'm on the west side.
West Side. All right. So you don't have any faith in committed relationships? Is it
No, not the commitment part. I'm talking about the happily ever after part.
okay? So define happily ever after. What makes you what makes you don't believe in the happily ever after?
because I believe that you're just going to have trials and tribulations in a relationship regardless, and it's not going to always be happy times.
Okay, that's fair. Well, that's all. That's in a relationship. We are human.
Yeah.
We're not always going to get along. But specifically, from a commitment standpoint, as far as staying faithful, where's your thought process with that?
I guess it just depends on the person. Like me personally, like I haven't been married, but I'm not a cheater. Like if it gets to that point, then there's no need for us to be together. So I haven't personally cheated on anyone.
Never.
Now, have I been cheated on? Then that's different. No, never.
You haven't been married.
Even
so
as
going
what?
back to 7th grade or whatever, whenever you start dating, you've never ever cheated on somebody.
Nope.
Okay, man. Are you single right
And
now?
then, I didn't believe that women cheated growing up as well. I just thought it was a myth. But hey, I know a lot of things. I'm just saying what I thought growing up that women did not cheat. It was just something that I just assumed. But now as my age today, like no, they cheat.
Women are vicious with it. We're more smarter.
Exactly.
We're better cheaters than
Yeah,
men.
men are just dumb.
Yeah.
But women,
y'all leave traces. And
Too many women up here.
A woman can go meet her side dude at work, at a lunch, come home with her executive bag, cook dinner, take a shower, her husband come in and she's smiling, ain't nothing happened.
Exactly.
We're just vicious.
y'all sound too experienced to be talking about y'all ain't never cheated.
No, I'm just saying women just vicious.
Okay. I have girlfriends that call me and be like, if anybody asks, I was with you. And I just say,
Exactly.
okay, like, there's no questions. Like, I got you, girl.
That's funny. I had a partner of mine that got married, and the first thing he told, I saw him after the wedding. It's like 6 weeks after he got married. He sees me at the gas station. I'm pumping gas. He said, "Oh man, what's up, C man? I'm glad I ran into you.
I know this dude.
I'm with you tonight." oh, okay. So that's funny to say that, but
Yeah, but it's interesting. I read an article that women in the DMV are more likely to cheat than anywhere else. One of the reasons why is because y'all women, and we said this in previous shows, y'all in the DMV, you guys are doing it. Y'all making a lot more money. So what comes with that kind of financial success, y'all more willing to cheat. I'm generalizing.
I think they want to be like the
No, we
men that
just
was
have
doing
more
it.
options.
Yeah, or the more options.
We'll call you when we need you. It's not the other way around. So that could be it.
Well, so the premise of this article was, if a woman is relying or depending on a man financially, take care of the bills and give her money, they typically will not cheat. But once they're making it on their own, making their own money, and a lot of times, in many cases, they're making more money than their significant other, then it increases that they'll stray more.
So let me ask you, Lepre. Lepre is a realtor. As a realtor, do you find the more money you make, the more that says what Ronan says, like the ability for you to go out and be something other than what you usually are, or do you ever feel tempted? That's a better question. You see a guy at the bar.
I have always grew up and people would say they're intimidated by me. Probably just by the way I look. I guess I don't have an inviting face, but once you get to know me, it's like totally different. But guys are always intimidated by me. I always have that problem. Even like in relationships, they'll bring it up. They'll say things like, "Yeah, I don't make as much money as you, but why are we having this conversation? Because I never said anything about your finances. So why are we having this conversation about mine?" So I guess that's just an ego thing for men.
Does money matter in a relationship?
Not necessarily, because if you're dealing with me, we never going to be broke. So that stuff really don't bother me. I'm going to make sure it happens.
And what's your number again?
So I wish we didn't never say her name. We need to tell people to call in anonymously, so that way, because I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call it bullshit a little bit with her talking about she never cheated.
Call it.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean now everybody knew your name, so you
So
got
somebody's going to call and be like, "She cheated."
Exactly.
But nobody can do that.
any dude out there in the greater Baltimore area, please call in if you can.
She know DC spots too. Don't get it twisted. Lepre know the area. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you for calling in, LaPray. Appreciate it.
All right,
appreciate
thank
the
y'all.
call.
Y'all have a good evening.
All right, you too.
For those that don't
All right,
know,
bye-bye.
when we talking about DMV, this means the district. Washington D.C. is the district. Maryland and Virginia for those, because we got people in Arizona and other states on here as well. So this DMV is the place where we call the district, Maryland, Virginia. It's not really a state. D.C.'s not a state. Maryland, Virginia are states, but it's a huge metropolitan area where the cost of living. I just seen a fact on it. D.C. is the #1 place for black folks to be.
Absolutely. The most affluent.
Most affluent area here. So it's a lot of people with money here in the Washington D.C. area. And if you need a place to find them at, I know a good realtor too, starting with myself.
Start LaPray.
Yeah, that's
so,
crazy.
So continuing with this cheating thing. So what is it about it, Ms. Jones? I mean, I gotta keep going back to you, right? Because I know she said she doesn't cheat. I know Ms. Jones is a goody goody. So at the end of the day, right? So
Jones look like she got a secret or two, bro. What you talking about? She look like she got a secret
not
or two.
Ms. Jones, not Ms.
I'm
Jones.
just listening. I'm just listening.
So would y'all agree though that the vast majority of the time when we were growing up, the thought process is men cheated all the time or more than women? Have women caught up?
Whoa.
Oh, definitely. Hey, did you watch The Chi?
Nah, tell us about it.
Hey, any of our viewers, I know y'all been watching The Chi. It's a show on Showtime, but it's a couple on there. It's Emmett and his wife named Tiff. They're a young couple. Emmett stepped out first. He went and cheated and multiple women. Finally told his wife that he cheated on her. So I think he thought she was just gonna run away and cry. She was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do my thing too. And then she told him, you know what? We're gonna both do our thing. And he was like, what? So when she started cheating, the dude that she cheated with, he was doing things to her that her husband ain't do.
Wow.
So she was liking it. So got the husband's like, I don't think I like this game no more. Because every time you here, you leave and go see other dude. So it just, long story short, he was like, look, if you're going to be with me, we're going to stay married. If not, I can't do this no more.
Mr. Dula agrees with you. He said Emma couldn't take it when the wife got even.
Right. Emmett couldn't take it. But at the end of the last season of the series of the show, she was like, okay, you know what, let's do this. And he said, well, are we going to stay committed forever? And she said, she paused, and she was like, forever? That's kind of like a strong word. I don't think I want to say forever. She said, let's just try. Let's say we'll try. After that, she done hooked up with somebody else.
Well, she basically told him she was going to cheat again.
But no, she told him that they was going to,
try.
try.
Nah, to try is not a commitment.
Yeah.
Well, can you trust your partner after that cheating thing? Or does one time cheating, say you've been married 20 years and the guy cheated once. Is he a cheater?
That's a good question. I don't know about that one. I can't answer that.
Facebook, let me Facebook, let me hear what you say. If you cheated one time, I don't care if you've been with her for 1 month or if you've been with her for 15 years.
One time?
One time.
No, one time, I don't know.
Does that make you a cheater? I mean, he might say, I failed the worst time. I failed at that time. I won't do it again. But he's cheated. You know what I'm saying?
But there's the thought out there. It's once a cheater, always a cheater.
Said Emma was smashing different women.
In the beginning.
With one guy, yeah. The emotional thing. Okay.
Yep.
Shout out to the creators of The Chi. He had a lot of good things from The Chi, mainly from
Wait a
Ms.
minute.
Jones.
I got to give a shout out to Teresa White, my sister. She just joined.
Sissy
Hello,
Teresa
Teresa.
White. What's happening, Teresa?
So these young kids who listen to this show, are y'all basically telling
it's
people not to get
adults.
married?
No. I think marriage is a wonderful thing.
But so you're basically saying expect your spouse to cheat.
No. I'm not saying that.
No.
I think Ms. Jones said that.
Yeah, I mean, just don't think that everything is just going to be perfect. That's all.
Yeah, but you could go through trials and tribulation without having to step out on a person, right?
To me, I think people spend more time focusing on the actual wedding than the actual marriage. It's
that's
like
a
when
good
they
point.
get married, oh, the wedding is beautiful. There's chandeliers and sparkles and things and this and that. And the marriage is like, what happened?
Wow.
What happened?
Wow. Okay.
So I don't know.
Cause-
I mean,
I'm just
cheating is cheating. I mean, Do you blame a person? I mean, yes, you blame. He went against the vows. I get that. And women cheat too. Yeah, some women cheat. Women cheat as much as men. I think in these days. I see a lot of times where they said the men drove them to cheat. I don't know how much of that is true. You know what I'm saying? But marriage is a very hard thing to do. I agree. It's a job.
And you did it twice.
Yeah. Well, what you on my resume here, bro? For those that don't know, I married the same woman twice. It wasn't like I was twice, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But anyway, I think that's what Roman wanted to get out there. Okay.
No,
wasn't like it was two different women.
I mean, what you want to give her name and everything where she live?
No, we ain't got to do all that. Don't do that. Shout out to my baby mama. You know you are. Me and mine are cool. Our relationship is perfect. I mean, we no longer married, but we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. So no chance for a third. Just want to get it out there.
Whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Put him in a hot seat.
I hear you. And our second topic for today is.
So speaking of second topic, so we're gonna really turn up the heat a little bit.
Go for it. We're gonna need some calling and some help. Right?
Yeah. So Miss Jones been teasing this for a while. She wanted to get into this conversation, and so I'm gonna present it. I guess in an adult, mature way, in the sense that, what is it about your mate that really turns you on, and what keeps you turned on?
Yes.
Now, is it the swag?
Yes,
Right.
Lord.
Is it financial security?
Yes.
Or, as Ms. Jones has asked this question before, does size matter?
I think we start with Miss Jones on that. Go ahead, Miss Jones. Talk
Well,
to
I was
me.
going to talk to you about the size. No, I'm sorry. Ms. Jones, go ahead. Size matter.
This boy here. We're also trying out for new hosts next week.
So-
Send your resumes them into me.
Y'all
Go ahead.
terrible. Okay, so size. Can you be specific? You're talking about what we talking about?
Well,
what
as-
we talking about
What are you talking
first?
about? So, okay, let me present it this way. So, as a healthy black woman who's been in this earth long enough, if someone said to you the size matter, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Their area, the
area.
happy area, the pleasure area.
Okay,
The
so
pleasure principle.
The pleasure principle.
so does
so
does
we
that
going
matter? I mean, you know, I have plenty of, so I don't have sisters, but I have plenty of female cousins,
Okay.
and friends, and I've been privy to
You dated
some
a lot of
conversations.
women? You dated a lot of women. I don't know what you told your ex. I mean, your current wife, but I know you dated.
Curry, I only had one wife.
Right,
bro.
I know you dated some women before you got with her. Don't make it seem like you married the first woman you met. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
bro.
Go ahead. I'm
You know,
sorry.
both of y'all telling on each other.
Right.
So yes,
Okay,
so yes, I've heard
size
that. I've heard y'all had this conversation.
Okay,
And
so
So the size matter.
I'm gonna break it down. I can just speak for myself. Size doesn't matter.
Well,
It's
before
what-
you
it's-
continue, please
please.
please remember we got a sensitive dude over here,
Okay.
Carlton, on my right.
No.
here.
I got this. Let me. Why it's on top of my head? No, size doesn't matter. It's what he can do with it that matters. You can be well endowed and still won't make me climax. Because you can be hitting stuff that's hurting and ain't feeling good. Versus a dude that's a nice average size that could be hitting the walls and everything and then some.
Do you tell him if he's hitting the wrong place, or do you be like over to the left, or are you helping him out?
Yeah, if I'm with, but 9 times out of 10, I mean, I'm just saying who I'm with. I don't really have to help them out. They kind of already know.
Okay.
Yeah, they already know what to do.
Sort of like what they say. It's not the size of the pencil; it's how well you sign your name.
There you go.
You had some sloppy ass handwriting. I remember that.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
That's
Go ahead.
some
man.
gay stuff to say. I mean, you know what I'm saying? No, why are you? First, you used to cheat off me all day. You know what I'm saying? Bad enough on
Please.
these. Okay. Anyway.
I'm sorry, Ms. Jones.
Okay,
Go
let me
ahead.
ask y'all that. Does size matter? That could be like, you like voluptuous breasts, or you like, let me hear from the men.
I'm
that
a
up.
breast man. I love breasts.
Okay.
I'm myself, but I've
Okay.
I've had women that had no breasts. You know what I'm saying? So, ass is nice too. I mean, matter of fact, we see the ass. I mean, I meet you. I'm hoping to see the ass. I hope you turn around. You know what I'm saying? So if I hadn't, or when you leave, I'm watching you walk away. I mean, and then you get your own visions from that. Like, oh my God, son, Roman, and then Roman. What are you looking at? She's, Roman's people like that. But I mean, that's
You
what.
do that, Roman.
Wow. Yeah, I'm a goody.
You're a goody.
Goody, whatever. Married the first girlfriend. Anyway, so to me, I mean, but it doesn't. If she doesn't have, I prefer personality. If your personality is like that, you could have nothing. You could be flat chested and no ass. I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I just want to have a good time. What I don't want is cray. I don't want nobody crazy. But no one wears a shirt that says I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying?
But you see the red flags though.
Sometimes I think we'll
like in the beginning, you don't really see them, but
Right.
they'll start showing up.
Well, could a red flag be this? I dated a chick one time and she snored.
Shit.
You don't like snoring?
It was
people
cute
can't
at
help
first. I was like, oh, she cute. Oh, she tired. She's cute. You know what I'm
So you
saying?
wore her back out.
Man, after about a year into it, she's snoring. That snore got, man, she got to go, dog. She loud. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying she got louder. She probably did get a little more comfortable, but it was bothering. It's like, damn, she can't sleep over here no more. I don't get no sleep over here in this joint. She loud as I don't know. But that's a problem, is it not?
Somebody who snores.
Yeah,
That's like a pet. That sounds more like a pet peeve.
It was.
So yeah, everybody have a pet peeve. Somebody.
And you said, how was her personality?
Her hair was tight.
Okay.
Mine is poor hygiene. Can't come around me funky. I'm sorry, you can't. You have to really take care of yourself. Your teeth. The first thing I look at men is their mouth. I do. You know.
How about the smell? Right now, I'm seeing a
The
whole lot
smell,
of
too.
dudes. Whole lot of dudes smell like weed these days.
Oh no, not that. No.
Oh,
I'm
that
talking
doesn't
about
matter?
cologne. No, I don't like that smell.
Okay.
I like.
Or
I
cigarettes.
like you just came out the shower and you fresh and I want to smell cologne. I want to smell. I want to see nice teeth. They ain't gotta be straight. Just clean. Your fingers clean. You know that. I look at stuff like that.
Shout out to Otis Anderson, Memphis, Tennessee in the house.
Otis.
Dr. Anderson, excuse me.
Dr. Anna, somebody's laughing. I mean, I do see the teeth.
I see the women are blowing up the thing. Hygiene, my number one. Thank you, Miss
Yes.
Nicole Powell, for that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hygiene.
Hygiene,
That's
yes.
fair.
Do you take, showers on a regular? I happen to date a clean dude. He won't even sit on my bed until after he take his shower.
For real.
And I noticed that he does not wear his clothes. Like, I hate when people come in your room and they got their clothes from outside and they sit on you. No.
Not even the corner of the bed?
He strips everything off. I'm getting ready to get in the shower.
That's was that, not to ask you, was he trained to do that? Or was this on the first time
no,
that y'all?
this is him as a person.
So
this is
first
what
time.
he do.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like you can just tell somebody that's just clean. They
So,
just
I want to dig deep on this, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So the first time y'all was intimate, he came over the house. You didn't. I don't know if you knew y'all was going. I don't know if y'all had a conversation. We gonna do it next time we see each other, whatever. He came over your house. Could you have took that the wrong way?
What?
Like,
Him taking a shower?
I'm taking a shower. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's like,
Because
so you knew what was gonna go
I've
down.
been with him the whole day, so we both. It was funny because he ran my bath water and I got in the tub, and he sat beside he was sat on the toilet seat and he was holding my braids as I was taking my bath, and he was washing my back. He was like, "You so fine. I drink your bath water," But he's gotten it was just natural. It was just natural.
Carlton, you want to take note? Go
It was
ahead.
just natural.
No, I got it
It was
right.
just natural. It was just natural. It was just natural. That
Natural.
turned me on because I was like, this dude is clean. Like I'm getting hot thinking about
So-
it.
Are you still with this dude?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to the
To the dude.
Miss Jones man. Shout out to who he is. Shout him out. I understand.
To the dude.
Right.
Oh, my
So
God.
size doesn't matter, then, Miss Jones.
Yeah. Say he did all that. He got 2 inches. He
No,
took
now
everything off.
that's come on now. No, and nobody can't do nothing with no two. I'm talking about average to this. I'm not talking about that. Y'all doing too
Whoa.
much.
Dr. Anderson, that's older, says you can't be clean and drinking bath water. Talk to
No,
him.
He's not drinking no water.
It
He
was
wasn't.
it was a metaphor, right?
Yeah,
Right.
That's all. Just a metaphor.
Okay, I got you. A lot of women up here saying, yeah, you gotta go straight to the shower. There ain't no sitting on my bed.
Yeah.
Okay, but what happens when okay, you don't have time for the shower? What happens when
No, we
just
got
quickies?
time for a shower.
What about just
Yeah.
quickies?
I mean, you can do it quickie, but you still, Ooh, y'all gonna hate me.
Go ahead.
We don't do quickies. We make time for our little sessions.
So no morning.
Quickies are boring.
What about morning time? It's you got to get up.
That's
and
not a quickie. You just you laying in the bed beside somebody and you intimate.
See,
no quickies.
you know what the problem is? A lot of times when people get older,
I
they
ain't
don't do
no
stuff.
wham bam kind of chick. You got.
Nah,
put
you
some
don't have to be
emphasis
wham
in time.
bam. You've been with dude
No.
for however long.
If I spend time to please you, you gonna please me the same way. It's no quick bad.
She said
no,
turn around is
hurry
for
up.
fair play.
Exactly.
Giddy up. But I'm just saying though, right? I mean, sometimes you have that spare in a moment. I mean, come on now. When our audience is typically called, Carlton's age, right? So, if you rewind the clock back a little bit in your 20s,
Last year.
Okay, whatever.
Well, let me ask y'all this:
Yeah.
do y'all do role play? Because we do role play. Okay. So see that we don't have time for no. It's just I don't know when you with the right. I guess I'm with the right person.
Okay, let me ask
the
this
chemistry is the bomb.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. So
Okay.
yeah, all that is planned. I'm not planned, but it's
not
it
really
can be
planned.
spontaneous.
Yeah.
But when you ask questions like, okay, where was the craziest place, right?
Wow.
So,
Oh, I'm not revealing that though.
No, I'm not suggesting that you do. I'm just saying
He really wanted to know
Yeah,
the
I'm
answer to
not-
that. He
I'm
really
not
wanted to know the answer to that.
I really don't. What I'm saying is, though, I mean, when you think about like when's the craziest places that you don't plan that. It happens, right? And
Yeah,
sometimes
but
it
it's
happens
not-
spontaneously.
But it's not quick though.
Okay, so when
You see what I'm
to
saying?
use the term quickie, it's someplace where it probably is typically inappropriate, and you have to get it done because you're the fear of getting caught.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying quickies. I'm not describing Carlton's natural.
Well, you don't call them natural nothing, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
I can identify with it. I'll give you an example. This happened some years ago. I think I was like 19, 20, and me and young
1920.
19 or 20, like
Oh,
last year,
19
2 years ago.
You
He
talking
thought you
19
said
years old or 20?
Right.
You talking about? I thought you were talking about 1920, like the year 1920.
I mean, Bath has always been a bad subject for you. I can understand why you're saying that. You know what I'm saying?
No, articulation.
So what had happened was, me and the young lady was in the basement, and her mom was one floor above in the kitchen, and so the washman and the dryer was on, and I'm just sitting down, and she's like, "Come on, let's go, hurry up over here." You know, so we go to the laundry room where he was. Now in that situation, there's no need. I mean, there's no bathroom, and we can't
Right.
do it.
Right.
And at that age, 19, 20, you cool with a quickie.
Yeah, but at that age, like I said,
Right.
that's
Yeah, so as you get older, that's what I'm saying. As
be
people
older.
get older.
I'm not doing no quick. You gonna put it down. You gonna make the time and the effort, and we gonna do this. And we gonna both get pleased, and we gonna both be satisfied. I'm not no 3 second, boom, 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 from 3 minute hurry up or something. No, I'm too old for that. Sorry.
Oh, you look 25. I don't know what you're
you.
saying. Them glasses fly, though. I'm trying to tell you.
88
I don't know if y'all see Miss Jones' glasses out here. Flyness
No,
is what I
y'all-
see.
Thank you. You can't see me because somebody took my seat.
Somebody take your seat.
Yeah, why are you always in the middle?
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Are we having this conversation right now?
All right. Yes, we are. We
You
gonna
wanna,
change that.
you wanna go lie down on the couch over here? We can give you some therapy.
So back to our subject. We losing our people here. You know what I'm saying? We let our serious stuff coming in
So
between.
so Carlton, you date younger women,
I have.
and with younger women, as Miss Jones described, they tend to be a little bit more willing to do the quickie.
I wouldn't necessarily say that's the quickie.
Do tell.
I didn't think it was the difference from somebody that was 40 and somebody that was 30.
That's what Miss Jones said. That's what
He
Miss
put you on a
Jones
high seat.
Yeah,
Carlson.
he did. Roman twins
put
to
you
do
on the
that,
hot
right?
seat.
I mean, but it's all about how you handle the weather. You know what I'm saying? So, notice we ain't talked about his sex life with nothing with Mr. Crispin here, the married man. You know what I'm saying?
My wife and I are cool, okay?
You might be cool. She might not know you like I know you.
Dude, she knows me well.
Okay. I got you. I got a new book coming out called Mr. Crispin's Ways. It's like, nah, Roman is
is solid.
He's one of the dudes we look at. Roman was always one of them people that did the right thing. If you ever had a friend that did the right thing, that was Roman. We hated him. We couldn't stand him. I mean, you know, he tail snitch, all that type of stuff. I think his nickname was Snitch.
I ain't never snitched though.
You know, we get caught taking candy from the corner store. You know what I'm saying? Roman's right there telling his mom, Carlton stole candy from the front. I told him we got plenty of food at home. He didn't have to do that.
I would, but I would still have the same candy because I was there taking it. I just didn't get caught.
Okay.
Unlike people I know.
Okay.
So what says the audience? Any other feedback from the audience?
Right. What's up with the audience? Any calls in on us? You know, does what attributes make you gotta have with a man? I mean, I hear a lot of times I see a lot of females, and they feel like the guy has to earn the same amount of money they do. Matter of fact, I have quite a few conversations with women throughout who say, you know, he has to match what I'm bringing to that. What you say with you on that, Miss Jones? Does a guy say you're single? I know you're not, but let's say you worth. And, you know, you're making, you know, $90,000 a year, you know, doing your thing. And he makes 35. Matter of fact, he's the cashier at the Circle K or the 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying? But he's hot.
But this the thing. Is he a solid dude? Does
Yeah.
he have integrity? Is he honest? Is he consistent? Then, yeah, we together. We're going to be together. And that 35 he making my 90, we're going to open up a business together.
Talk to him.
So then that way he ain't got to make 30,000 a year.
And
He's going to be with me, and we're going to do this thing together.
How about he just came home from jail? I need somebody to give me a chance.
Okay, but you know what? A chance, guess what? He going to get that education. I'm going to help him.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I don't do just because somebody make less than me. Right. You know, that's not me. That's not me.
Unvaccinated.
I'm vaccinated and going to have problems.
So he can't be unvaccinated.
No, we're going to have to work
I don't
on
believe
that.
in the vaccination. He said, I'm for those that I'm unvaccinated, but he doesn't believe in the vaccination. You know what I'm saying? I ain't not getting that. As my man, Mr. Antonio Dula said earlier in the day, dog, I've been in the Army. You don't know. We have already had the shots. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss T. But that's a problem if a person comes to the house not vaccinated?
No, with this pandemic going on, come on now. I mean,
Are you asking that before?
What is he
Like,
asking?
yeah, like, hey, let's go back to my house and watch TV. And he says, do you ask him before as the actor, or do you notice already if he's vaccinated or not?
Who I'm with now?
Nah, this
Just
guy,
anybody.
somebody you just met.
Yeah, I need to know if you. Yeah, I need to know. I mean, that is not even vaccinating. Now you have to find out people's health records. Period. Who you sleeping with?
Oh,
Make sure they ain't got
so
nothing.
does that go down on the first date?
Oh, if I'm not sleeping with you at all, we need to know.
No.
We need
Forget
to
the sleep.
talk.
I'm saying we go out. I meet you.
Okay.
You meet with this and that. So you know, are you asking me, am I clean? Are you asking me like when last time I had a checkup? Or what's your? Do you have a list of questions?
You would ask a person in the healthcare, and you know I don't hold water, and you know I'm very blunt, so that would probably be something that I would discuss. Yes. Yep.
Do you have a copy to show him?
Oh hell yeah. Yes.
Or is it a situation where he says, I ain't been in like 6 months? Are we going together?
Yeah, we're gonna go together.
That's what's up.
We need to know.
Yeah.
We need to know.
Roman?
I ain't going down like
What's
that.
that? What's the question? I'm sorry.
And I never had anything, so let me knock on wood. Poop, poop, poop.
When you was dating before you got married, did you ask
That was so long ago.
Anyway.
You knew better than that.
So okay, so finish your question. I'm sorry. I'll
Ask
try
your
to-
wife if she's free to come on a thing. I think she would be a lovely guest, by the way.
She would.
Lovely
Yes,
guest.
she would.
Yeah, she would. She would put your butt in your place.
I'm in my place now. I'm very well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say.
I know. I keep you in your place.
Whatever, man. Let's do it. Anyway, so callers out there, is it necessary for you to find out if a man's been vaccinated? Would that affect you? 'Cause this might make more people get vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? If more people say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Or does it make you feel some type of way that the person is not vaccinated?
They look. A lot of these callers probably just say, you know what? As long as they wear a mask, I'm good.
Can I say something though?
While they're
Please.
there.
'Cause I you know, with the vaccine and all that. Okay, so this is for this only for my unvaccinated people that refuse to go get vaccinated. Got all the answers of why, but male or female, you don't have a problem. And I hope I'm not offending anyone. I'm gonna make this clean. You don't have a problem with giving oral pleasure to people that you sleep with.
Speak, son. Speak.
What's the difference? That's even more dangerous to me. Make that make sense and explain.
Ooh, Roman?
I'm looking at you.
To me,
I mean,
I've never.
you know your that those areas, that's your private, like that's like I'm speaking in healthcare again. I've seen so much stuff.
Right.
Like, and your mouth and the pleasure for that, and but you don't want to get
Carlton, are you fearful you might get COVID going down there like that?
No, I'm not fearful of getting COVID at
Well,
all.
it's
I have a shot. But do you mention other diseases you might have had in the past? Do you say back in '75 I got infected with this, or I mean, is that a conversation of a person's sexual history of if anybody
some people do discuss that. If they comfortable with whoever they with or whatever, they'll like tell up like how we're talking. You know, someone will tell a story. You know, back in the day, you know, this happened to me and this and that. I've heard and been around conversations like that where people are just open and honest. They just say, you know, whatever the case may be. But I never had that question that I just asked answered. Never had it answered.
It's a hard question to answer. I would think it is.
But okay.
I mean, I don't know. How much do you tell your partner when you meet? How much do you divulge your sexual history to your partner?
Yes.
All of it?
Yes.
It's the last time? You tell them the last time you had sex?
Yes.
Do you lie?
No. He definitely ain't lied. He was like, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna be honest, and are you gonna be able to deal with what I tell you? That's the thing. If people are
So if he said this before I came over here, that's
that would be issue.
yeah.
Yeah. But no, but just you got to me to have that solid relationship, or you gotta be open and honest from the get go. You can't let people find out stuff 2-3 years in a relationship. You just gotta be open and honest.
But find out what? Like what?
Anything that you need to know. How about that?
Are you guarded against, like, so many women out here are mad because they bring their relationships from past experiences into
you
it.
can't do that.
Yeah, that's
You can't do that.
But so many women do it and don't realize they
They don't
do it.
realize that
Men
they-
do that crap too.
Men
bro.
do it too, though. Yeah, they do.
Right.
I mean,
Don't tell them. Don't say that.
But dude,
Say it.
how does that work in terms of, like, you know, he asked you how your day was and you take it the wrong way, you know? What you mean how my day was? I was with, man, I can't talk to my friends after work. He just wanted to know. I just wanted to know how your day was. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag to me.
Yes, that is a red flag.
You know what I'm saying? Or trust is something, but so many people are guarded against.
Pass.
Yeah, and so therefore it's check phone. Let me ask you that: do you check phones?
No. Oh no.
You don't?
It's the reason why I don't do that.
If you look for something, you're gonna find
Yep. I don't need to know. I feel whatever goes on in the dark gonna come out in the light.
it.
Doing
Emails.
something. Email. I don't do none of that now.
Okay.
I don't
if
want to
you-
be that chick. I don't want to be
Right.
that female that if I gotta do all that, then
I shouldn't be with you. You shouldn't be with them.
Yeah, that, just go with
'Cause
your
you're clearly
gut.
saying you
Yeah,
don't trust them.
I don't have time for that. That's
you gotta
that's
stop dating
immature
these
to
kind
me.
of women. See,
Yeah,
seriously.
I can't do that.
What's the longest you would go without talking to your man?
Who I'm with now?
Not anybody. Just
Anybody?
care. I mean, can we go a week without talking?
No, nope.
3 days?
I can do 2. I mean, because if I know you and I know what you're doing, and I know them, I ain't gonna bother you. I don't need to talk to you 55 times a day, but yeah, a week is a bit much.
Gotcha.
What about you? If you're madly in love with some woman, that's a big if. And you
Big if.
you madly in love with a woman. Your heart is all into it, but then she doesn't call you. You can't find in 2-3 days.
It's perplexing. I like when I'm there. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna chit chat. I'm gonna talk. Do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a good morning texter. I'm not a texter person. Period. So I'm not gonna say good morning.
Shit, I can't tell during the day you texting me.
Dog,
no,
you
I
called-
know you ain't saying that. Content. You know I love you dearly.
This dude here called at 6 o'clock this morning. You got the text this morning at 6
Oh,
o'clock.
that was you?
Yeah.
I just saw somebody text. I didn't know who.
Right,
it was.
Roman texted me a second talking about his wife kicked him out of bed, and so he had nothing to do, so he therefore just wanted to know about today's show. So he started texting at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, but go ahead.
I'm not a good morning, sweetheart. Good.
No, I don't like that.
I'm not that. But so many people I know females. If you don't do that, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Or they will call on FaceTime just to make sure ain't nobody at your house. You know what I'm saying? Do you do stuff like that? Like, let me FaceTime them real quick.
I'm a different breed. One thing I would never want to do is force my dude to do something that he's not comfortable doing. If you don't have to call me every day, morning, good morning, babe. He does it naturally, so it's not.
Flowers?
Nah, I'm not a flower chick.
Are you? You're not?
I'm not a flower chick.
Are you a flower chick?
Do I like giving flowers to chicks? Is that what your question was?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Did that come out differently than what
right.
you heard?
I'll give a flower to a girl. I have no problem. Bouquet. You know what I'm saying?
Bouquet.
Not all the time though. I'm so focused on my business a lot of time. A lot of people have a hard time with me because I'm focused on my business. You would think my business is my woman, but I work because I own my own business. I work past the normal 9 to 5 hours. I've had people. I had phone calls coming at 9 o'clock DC time, and it's the phone call, and they were like, and the young lady, who's that? Oh, it might be somebody from Phoenix calling because I have a license in Phoenix to sell real estate. Shout out to the Phoenix, and I'll get the phone, and then she's ear hustling. You know, and it might start a conversation, might start, oh, what's going on with you? Oh, that's what they do, what, blah, 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 blah. I'm chit-chatting that, but they'll come up, we're thinking about putting the house on the market, Carlton. Oh, okay. But I'm not going to rush them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take care of that. But you need to have set hours where they call you between this time and this time, you know, like CVS or Walgreens. Right.
That's a control. No.
And so I'm like, nah, you know, I can't, you know.
Nope.
One of those type things. I'm not my thing, you know. So as I get older, I think I've gotten more stuff that I won't negotiate with. You know what I'm saying? Going through my phone, I don't even put a lock on my phone. You can go on my phone. You can go on my phone. You can find whatever you want. I ain't deleting nothing no more. I did that for years when you know when I was with the wife. You know what I'm saying? I did some stuff, so I made
And he's talking about I put him out. He's putting his own business out there.
I've learned from. I mean, I'm cool. I mean, you know. I don't think that, you know, everybody should be just going through people's phones and emails. And I know some females that go in it. And I understand it. I know people that go get a whole background check on a guy they just met. They will pay the $19.95 to go get a whole background check.
Shoot, if it's available, why not, huh? Especially if you're talking about giving your heart away.
I had experience. I'm always the one. And matter of fact, my friend that I'm with now, he said, because I told him I have a hard time having female friends. So he said, oh, look at you. You're single. You're attractive. And he said that's a threat. So
I like your shirt. I'm
thank you.
sorry.
Yeah,
HBCU.
HBCU's
in the house. Go ahead.
Hey. So I'm sitting in the car with my kid, waiting for my kids to get out of school, and one of the parents is a male. Now, he and I are Facebook friends, just friends, because we're on a sports group. So, you know, every guy knows I love football. I love basketball.
Really? What's your squad?
I know the sports. Seahawks, anyway. Don't hate. So he comes out his car, and we're talking about it was the Dallas and Redskin game. And he's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Sorry
so he came and started talking to me. We're talking about the game. All of a sudden, this truck pulls up. I'm every single female dog that you can ever think of. She didn't even get out the car and say, first come out the car and say, okay, let me see what's going on first. This, and that. He went to her, dancing, you know, they got into an altercation. Right. And it was just so, I felt so embarrassed for her. Because I'm like, you actually getting your blood pressure up for me having a conversation with him about football.
Right.
And it's open.
You told her that?
Yes. I looked at, I'm like, we're talking about football. He had to check her. Like, basically telling her to shut up. Like, it was real. Ooh, I was looking at that. I'm like, yeah, y'all dudes, I feel bad for y'all.
I ain't never do crazy.
Man,
I'm sorry. I ain't never do crazy.
Like, he literally, and it was around other people, so it wasn't like we was in a secluded area where, you know, he hugged me or nothing. Like, we was talking about football, and she went
That's
off.
where the relationship would end with me. I don't do crazy. I mean, what I'm saying?
I was
That was funny to me.
I was a student in New Orleans one time, and we was at the mall, and we seen a guy that graduated the year before us, and so it was 4 of us. We at the mall. We see him, so we all having a powwow. We ain't seen him in a year. He telling what he's been doing, blah blah blah. And so his girl, who we had never met, came out one of the stores, and she came over to us, and she said, "Oh, honey, I'm ready to go."
Right.
He said something slick, like, "You know what a car had," or something like that. You know what I'm saying? She turned around and she said, "Don't have me dot the other eye."
Ooh.
I said, "Whoa, say that again." I mean, because I'm a Jonas. She said, "Don't have me dot the other eye," which means at some point she had dotted the one eye, right? You know what I'm saying? So we like, oh, he tried to come back and he said something like,
Right.
yeah, whatever or something. But that was the wrong. It didn't work. And by that time, it was over. You know what I'm saying? And so we looking at him like, bro, you gotta say something back on that, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to know about, did she dot your eye? That's how you rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she goes out toward the car and he tried to come kick the Willie Bobo like he just like, yeah. But anyway, dog, yeah, it was good seeing y'all niggas. But he was going quick to go. Come to find out, she was beating his butt on a regular. You know what I'm saying? It was like she ran that relationship to the point where she was like we found out this years later, but she was running them. She was hitting them in the head, blood, things of that nature. I just thought that was crazy.
that is crazy.
I was like,
Yeah, I don't do crazy. Soon as I get a sign or a hint of crazy, at least when I was out there dating. Next,
You mean in 1840?
41. Give me that. 1841.
And I don't do crazy either, so yeah.
And
But sometimes crazy
Crazy
hides
nails.
itself. How do you know crazy when it's not? Sometimes you
as
can't see till
soon-
later.
Dude, as soon as it reveals
As soon as
itself,
it reveals itself.
you gotta move on.
Well, like, what's your boy? What's the guy's name that was in barbershop that was laying under the bed? And his
Oh,
what was the name of that? I didn't see that. I wanted to see that.
I know you talking about that.
The guy was underneath the bed of a girl he was dating, and she had another dude over. He under the bed. I mean, ooh.
There's too many other women out here to be doing some stupid stuff like that, bro.
But some people say that's the reason why they like that. I had a young lady told me recently. She said, "See, if they didn't put it down like they put it down, I wouldn't be like that."
Dude, I don't care how good somebody put it down. If you're crazy, I'm not staying, bro. I don't deal with crazy. I live a
Until you
carefree
do.
life, bro.
Until one day you does crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, I
Until
ain't
it
doing
reveals
crazy.
itself.
I'm sorry, I'm not
Yeah,
doing crazy.
I can't do crazy either.
Dude, it's that's just too
I
much
can't
stress,
do crazy.
man.
I can't do controlling. I can't do any of that.
Exactly.
Nah.
Yeah, bro. You know what? I guess part of it too. I'm spoiled because I got like the perfect situation. I ain't got nobody home question me every time I turn around.
Cheers on that.
Yeah, for real.
Cheers to the wife. I appreciate
Giddy
you.
up.
Yes.
I would say I ain't got nothing in my cup.
cheers to your ex-wife.
Whoa. Oh, let me see who.
For finally seeing it in the light.
Right.
Who's that?
Michelle. I am. You like to be on live? You got something to say?
Oh Lord.
Oh.
So you don't do crazy.
Hold on,
No,
hold
I
on,
don't
hold
do
on.
crazy.
Nah.
We have my cousin Michelle, who is the world's best salon. She does teeth whitening. Oh my God, y'all need to see if y'all in the DC area.
And she
Oh,
not.
yeah.
She don't do crazy.
Oh,
She not crazy. is she?
Michelle, I'm gonna make an appointment with you soon.
Hold on, let me get you in here.
And Michelle, you not crazy, are you?
Whoa. Did I lose her?
Did you lose her?
Cultivate
I
with
lost her.
technology.
I think I lost her. If cousin Michelle, please call back, please.
Yeah. So have you had crazy like that, Colin?
Oh, hold on. I'm calling other people right now. Y'all don't want that.
Dude,
Cousin Michelle, please call back.
have you ever had crazy?
I haven't had. I've been lucky enough to not have crazy. All my exes have been cool. They might hate me or something like that, but I've never had crazy. You
I
know
don't
what I'm
think
saying?
I've ever had an ex that hate me.
I've had women do crazy stuff, but not to me. Like, I mean, it was cute stuff. I had like, what's that song? Saved by the Phone. We're joined by Miss Michelle Brown. Michelle Brown, welcome to the show. Thank you very much. And your
Thank you. Good
Good evening, everyone.
Hi,
And
Michelle.
She's talking
hello,
about
dear.
crazy.
How you doing today?
I'm fine.
Yeah, you guys are talking about crazy, and I feel for you because I understand that kind of crazy. And yes, I agree with your other co-host in terms of you can definitely recognize when crazy's coming, and you do. You pivot, you turn, and you step away. However, there is also that he or she isn't crazy until the partner does something crazy, and all of a sudden you live in a normal and a sane life, and they do something that absolutely blows your mind. And that's when it's a thin love between, a thin line between love and hate. And as soon as that thin line is split over something that does not make sense, yeah, everybody can get crazy.
Right.
So careful with what you're doing, because he or she, before you know it, we ain't talking about slash ties. We're talking about a whole nother burn that bad boy down, right? With you in it, or give you 10 seconds to get up out of there, because I came home and you had someone in my bed, Talk about a female hell. It's the women that have come home and found their husband in the bed with a man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know what you want to do,
Yep.
but
Speak it.
you know what I'm saying? That's just it. And in that very moment, nobody truly can say what they will do. You might
That's
faint.
true. That's true.
You might join the hell in, or you might kill anything in your darn sight. Or you might okay, you know what? Gather yourself, and you on the vengeful term, and the next thing he limping, can't speak, can't do nothing because you started poisoning him. Crazy is crazy when that, because it's very thin. But I agree with you, Rome. That you recognize crazy when it's coming because you just met them and they're asking you, well, what you doing and why did you call? You didn't ask. That's crazy. I just met you. I don't know you like that. And every time you're seen with another female, it's always your girlfriend or someone that you slept with or you want to sleep with. And so, and like with your situation, young lady, because that gentleman probably has a history of being disrespectful and cheating, and talk to any woman anywhere, even when he knows his woman could be there. You know what I mean? And so on her part, she needs to smarten up, sane up, and step off. You understand? So you can be in a crazy situation because everybody crazy, because he crazy as hell too. He knows she crazy. You think that's the first time she jumps out there like that? He knows she crazy.
But they got some people like they got like
right.
But they got like the R. Kelly, but like R. Kelly. R. Kelly got these people hypnotized.
R. Kelly's not crazy. R. Kelly is nasty. He don't even get this conversation.
R. Kelly
is nasty.
Right. He's into children.
He's
so
nasty.
that's a whole different
thing. Yeah. He needs prayer. Period. He nasty. No. But rest her soul. Left Eye. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
For those that don't know, Left Eye burned down Andre Rison's house, a receiver for the Atlanta Falcons back in the 90s. She burnt, and she was with the.
She was, and he is crazy. And this wasn't the first crazy thing I'm certain that she did. But he liked it, and that was her. She really burned the shit down. She really burned it down because of tennis shoes. He didn't bring her a pair of some kind of different tennis shoes or something like that back, if I am correct.
Well, that was
that's what she set on fire, and the fire got out of control. She put him in the tub.
But that was one of the reasons. But Andre was a cheater, and he kept sleeping. Habitual cheater.
He's
he
in the
was
league.
Coming home late at night, leaving her in the house. So she just snapped. She snapped.
Exactly, and she snapped, and her snap came over some dang on tennis shoes. So Crazy was there for quite a while. Bless her, rest her soul. You understand? But also it comes as well. It's generational. Sometimes it is what you see, and what perhaps is crazy to us is what they have grown into as norms. And so I don't know what her childhood perhaps was entirely like, but if I am correct just somewhat, she as well had a pretty, volatile lifestyle by way of her parents. And so sometimes what you see is what you do, and you think it's normal. and your energy will connect with someone that as well thinks that is normal. Oh, that's love. That ain't love. That's you need some help. That's some energy misdirected.
Oh, so Michelle, I got another question on that. When folks are like with people that you say is crazy or you snapping and all this, why do they keep going back to these people?
Good question.
Because there is something within that person's makeup that thrives on that. Some people truly thrive off of chaos. Some people do not feel as if life is happening unless, you know what I mean, drama junkies. You know what I mean? And it ain't going down unless there's drama. And then once again, for some, and sadly to say, for some, that's just been their life. That was what they saw their parents doing. You understand? If that's what you grew up seeing and that's what you grew up around, you'll do one of two things. You'll get as far away from that bad energy, or you will gravitate to it because that's what you know. And when you are kind of, I don't want to say brainwashed, but when that is your norm, you don't get that that's not normal. And it takes something, God forbid, a burned down house before you realize this is better ways to handle what doesn't please you. Somebody has the absolute right to turn this and say, this is done, this is over. Crazy comes in when that person isn't human enough. I don't care if you're man or woman. Be human enough to tell that person that you love or love, that you know loves you, that this is not working. And I want to see other people now. When they go crazy, that's when everybody get to get choked the hell out. Because you're not going to go crazy on me because I told you the truth and trip this out. That was my very first crazy experience.
Okay.
I dated a man for 4 years, and then I started cheating. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to be honest.
You told him?
This is not working for me. I told him before he really caught me. I told him, and I got choked out. You hear me?
Wow.
You said choked
and I had to get my brothers together. And, this is right before I really started rolling. And I was doing my senior year of college.
Uh-huh.
And it turned bad.
Howard University building?
Yes, indeed. HU, you know.
Hey,
And so,
Is that the real HU?
the real HU.
Okay.
It's the real HU from day one because I really don't understand if Hampton Institute, sir, is on the phone. However, if you are here, I welcome you to the HU club. It's okay. We take all of that.
Hold on. Shout out to
Because
Stephanie
together-
Hill and
together
David
we
Brown.
are stronger. You dig? That'll be confusing for all of them, but we know HU.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
So you
as
say-
I digress,
Yeah, he
but
said
yeah, he did.
he
go ahead,
choked
I'm
you out.
sorry.
He choked you out.
Choked me out, and I literally said to him, I'm not happy. You don't make me happy anymore. And actually, I got slapped in the face, and he took my T-shirt and run it around my neck. And, I'm a DC girl. Yeah, man, I'm a DC girl. So that thing kind of went real quick, real fast, and went whop, whop. And, my brother was on the other side of the door. And I was one of those, and still one of those females where I do understand how things can escalate. And the men in your life that love you, your brothers and your fathers, they won't ask any questions when they see a man disrespect you. And especially if you are a female, that they know you don't get yourself tangled up. If somebody putting their hands on you, you didn't do anything and they can get dealt with. And I didn't want that for him. So I chucked that right in the mud real fast because I care more about he living and my brother's not going to jail because you can't put your hands on me and think it's going to be okay. So women need to be very aware of that as well as men. Careful who you put your hands on because you're mad, because she don't like you no more. You know, and take that because it's always a reason. And you don't know why that relation isn't working out because it's something better for you that works for you. You know we all want to be around somebody sometimes to bring out the worst, and sometimes you just want to be worse. And so you got to feed into that and kind of rise above and, to your higher self and not let that low thing cause you to gravitate because we can all gravitate to something that is not healthy for us and it feels good and bad at the moment, but it really won't get you anywhere and you'll have a vicious circle and a cycle and prayerfully it doesn't end bad because it never ends well unless you end it. You got to end it for it to end well.
Right.
Otherwise it will end bad.
Well, thank you, Michelle, for those lovely comments and the stories. I appreciate all that.
That was really
Yeah,
appreciated. Thank you for sharing your personal experience.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much, guys, because you guys are really lighting up the world and really giving thought to a lot of things. I appreciate your platform.
Shout out
Absolutely.
to Salon Spa too as well. She out there and
Thank you.
tell them where you at. Tell them where they can find you at.
I'm Salon and Spa. I'm at the Bowie Town Center inside of Solar Salon. We brighten your smile, enhance your confidence, and add a bit of bling to your life. Please come on out and see me. I'm at Smile Salon and Spa on Instagram and Facebook. Good smile to you people. Remember, you're never fully dressed till you're wearing your smile.
That's
Love it.
right.
All right, talk to him. Thank you, Michelle.
Michelle.
Appreciate you. Shout out to
All right, now, bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
shout out to Miss Stephanie Hill. I see you, Miss Stephanie Hill. It's been a while.
Stephanie Hill from
Steph-
back in the day.
Yeah, Stephanie Hill. And I also got
Hi,
David
Stephanie.
Bland back here. That's your man.
My man David.
David Bland. What's that? He said it's-
NWP, baby. Well,
he
even though David lived in the white, but NWP, David, what's happening?
David
bro?
said it sound like an ex-wife for real. You know what I'm saying? I think Isaac Wilson was on here earlier. Shout
What's
out
up,
to Isaac.
Isaac?
He said, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And Arnita Clark. That's Miss Nicole Powell's friend. Thank you for watching, Anita, Miss Clark. I hope we see you every Thursday up here on Unleashed. We're at 6 o'clock Eastern. I know you probably in the West Coast, so that's probably, 3 o'clock West Coast time?
Yeah, math wasn't always your best.
Whoa,
subject.
whoa.
Yeah, 3
Don't
o'clock.
use
So
my
just
jokes for me,
subtract
bro.
3 hours.
Again,
Subtract 3 from 6. What do we
Miss
get?
Clark, if you see the guy in the middle that's talking, it's idiot day. We'll bring idiot to work today.
Hello,
You know
Miss
what I'm
Clark.
saying? But yeah.
So everybody, I think it's that time to go.
Yeah, it's gonna go. We out
This
here
hour
next
and a
week.
half goes by fast.
Man, does it actually fast, super fast. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah.
and my man just sent me a picture of my dude. Man, I wish I could show this to you. My dude Jamal that died.
Oh, wow.
I had a friend that died in New Orleans. Shout out to my man Jamal Cummings. Jamal, I'm gonna miss you, bruh. Shout out to my man that died here of Cummings. Same day, Chris Gibson.
Chris, my
man,
man.
gonna miss you, bruh. For
Miss
real,
you,
for
my
real.
friend.
Big Gib, if anybody knew him, that was my dude right there. You know, so we losing them out here, y'all. So, man, do something. Do what you got to do, man. Death go away.
Protect yourself from this COVID, man.
Man, for real, for real. Thank Miss Jones. She was the
Welcome.
female panel for today. She held it down, telling her views and got her on there. And then shout out to her man. You know what I'm saying? And
The dude. That's when we're going to have to get my man a t-shirt.
Yeah,
The dude.
we need to come. Can we come?
Oh, he'll be here.
He come to the show?
He's coming to the show.
Oh,
next
that's
week.
what's up.
The
That's what's
dude.
up. Right.
Sure, he's an entrepreneur too, right? So he got to maybe we can get him here and put on.
he do? What's he
We got to
do?
do a show. We got to do a show. We got to do a show where we recognize the local black businesses here in an
That's light.
area,
That's light. That's light.
and then we're gonna get the dude to come in there and talk about his business.
Okay.
That's
The
what it is.
dude.
Sound
I
like
like
a
that.
plan.
I like that. The dude.
I appreciate all y'all watching. I see y'all out here. I can't get to everybody today, but thank you so much for coming. Thanks for all my callers for calling up. Dr. Otis Anderson, that's my dude. Me and Otis go back. That's Dillard in the house. Everybody from Dillard University, stand up. That's my alma mater for real, for real. Man, thank y'all for calling in. Miss
Thanks,
LaPray,
y'all.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Y'all
Baltimore
enjoy
real
the rest
estate
of
in the
your week.
house.
Baltimore. Be more in the house.
Be more in the house, but DC's rocking. DC's what's up. Anyway, y'all be easy. Oh, I think we out this piece, huh, son?
Thank you, man. Hey, man, hit the music, bro.
Oh, I like the
Good night, everybody.
Hey.
Thank you again for listening and watching.
man. Y'all be easy. Be safe out there, y'all.
Peace.
You know.